It's time for a fight. This time we have 2 hearts we have to contend with, and get out of here. Once we get our courage up, life will be all right, and we might be able to close this heart here. There we go. So just as fast as we can, just get rid of that. We have shield bearers. Yeah, not today, my friend. Okay, anyone else? Ah. Ooh, and I still broke your shield. That's embarrassing. Okay, so we have a sprout here now. All right, my friend. Ugh, not today. Oof, I love that move. Also, you can definitely lock on to enemies in this game. I just haven't quite made it a point yet. Okay, I'm doing awful at this right now. There we go. Just give me that. And I'm actually gonna go ahead and rot you up. Here we go. Ugh, beautiful. Oh, be free, my friend, from the shackles. Oop, and watch out. You know, let's do it again. Why not? Just everybody ganging up on this kid. Jeez. Okay. Oh, and they were all chanting for me. That was nice. All right. Well, let's go ahead and use the rot. Clear this all away. Man, this area is such a thing of beauty. Good God. Okay, well, now that that is done, we have a new aspect that some people are probably going to find a little annoying, and that is moving statues to their respective pedestals in order to get karma. My one main complaint about this mechanic is the fact that it just takes them forever to get somewhere. And usually you'll get some good stuff like hats and things like that, but man, I will not forget how long that takes. On top of that, we also have another squished rot under a rock. How's it going, friend? Alrighty, well, let's get the hell out of here. I think we are just about done because as we proceed forward, a very interesting sight awaits.
One of Tara's memories. I should see where it leads me.
Yeah, so anytime you see a flying golden snitch, you usually want to try to approach it as quickly as possible. Because we are going to need those memories in order to, you know, collect the relics, of which there are 3, and it's going to be a cookie cutter sort of scenario that you'll notice pop up all over the game, so it's not the worst thing in the world, you just kind of notice it after a minute. But as we approach this shrine, a memory awaits.
Look, a tear of the forest. It's a sign of regrowth. Death always leads to a new beginning.
That was interesting, and you've got a lovely little friend for us. Okay, I don't know. Yeah, that's where we have to go to proceed. So there is a flower shrine that's nearby, and I reckon we ought to go and unlock it. That'd be nice. Break through all of the madness. We need to come up with a name for this little fella here, this cloud man. You can't name him something like Jared, you know. It's got to have something with a little bit of oomph. We'll think of something. But here's number 2. Oh, I just love how we get currency for praying at a flower shrine. It's just, it kind of doesn't make much sense, but that's all right. But I think that's all we needed in this area. So you'll notice we have a couple of slopes here, and the second you step on this 10-degree incline, you will start sliding down like it's nothing. Look at this. This looks like an otherwise pretty stable area. You step on it and you just slide down. Luckily you can still sort of jump, but it becomes a little problematic in sections like this, where you have to jump to the other side, and there we go. And this is actually a rot that has evaded me forever, just because I didn't think you can make it across that way, but sure enough, you can. Oh, he's so proud to be here. Go figure. Okay, so I'm just gonna step down right here. and we'll just keep on making our way. So a lot of this next section is going to be mostly platforming and not a whole lot of problem solving or combat, but it is still, I think in my opinion, a great time. Just going to try not to miss anything. And if you fall, oof, that is a bit of replaying you're going to have to do. Just try to avoid it at all costs, huh? Okay, so we're up here, and if we head off, there's a couple of these. Let's go and liven up a little bit, and you guys can have a bit of a treat. So wait, hold on, we have 200 karma right now? Really? Okay. Okay, this works. Well, I have exactly enough for the strength of my shield to be enhanced, and I would really like that. But I also really like having this because that can break shields and it can also stagger sprouts, and this is also incredible. You know what? Let's grab this and let's grab that. I will take those and we'll worry about the shield later. The air slam is also equally as cool, but that's a bit of an advanced technique. So I won't worry
What's
about
wrong
it.
with Rusu's house?
The trees look funny. Let's keep going.
Yeah, somehow I feel like we are even farther away than we were before. So a bit of sequence breaking. If you would really like to, you can actually jump down here, and you know what? Let's do it. Let's go ahead and just save ourselves a little bit of cliff climbing, huh? Nice. Yeah, because there is an area that sort of diverges off from this path, and you can climb back up this way, or you can go the game intended route. Personally, it doesn't really matter either way, because you can just jump from here. But you head across over here, and you can make it to this first jump, but you can't quite make it over there, sadly. So we're gonna have to take a bit of a detour, and you can either slide down, which is okay, so long as you don't, you know, fall to your death down in the pit, and jump across over here. So this is how you can kind of tell there's something on that cliffside there, but we already know. We're good. Yeah, just making sure I'm not missing anything because our second spirit mail should be coming up here, so that's something I'm looking forward to. And I think with all of the things we'll be collecting, the trials and collecting the charm stones and stuff, we're gonna wait on doing all of that until we have a chance to finish the area and return back to the village. As much as I would really like to be able to showcase all of that as soon as it's available, we're just gonna go ahead and wait and, you know, have an episode or two dedicated to going and cleansing those houses of spam mail, you know. But climbing all the way up over here, pretty standard stuff to be completely honest. You don't get any sequences like in God of War where you're inside of a massive hammer or anything like that, but there's still nothing wrong with that. So over here we have a divergence in the path, and this is actually the source of a little bit of nightmare fuel if you're not careful jumping back. And I don't think I'm going to try to attempt it, but there are some parts here where the camera will go inside of Kana's head, and if you've ever had any game experiences like that, well then you know what to expect. But I will take, you've got spirit mail. Thank you. So go and jump over here. Yep, there it is. Oh, that is so creepy. I wish they had fixed that. It's just weird. Just weird, man. It's like I can never not do that. I wasn't trying to. Okay. So another tricky rot is coming up here soon also, because it kind of plays around with perspective a bit. So we'll drop down here, and we're almost done. So basically the game will set your sights and your camera directly ahead of you, but instead, once we reach solid ground, you are going to want to look left. And I really wanted to make sure not to forget this, so jump across this way. And yes, right over here. So kind of easy to miss if you're not paying attention.
Right there.
All right, fellas, if you'd like to go ahead and transport this way. So touchy. Here, I will go and step on this as well. Thank you, thank you. Please save a round of applause for the moderators. And what's up here? Oh, he's crushed by another stone. How did that even happen? Oh, but look, the double decker. Damn, they weren't wearing any hats or anything. Okay, well, I think that just about does it for everything over here, so let's get the heck out of here. I have not been using my pulse as much as I should be, but that's all right. We are making our way pretty close, though. That's nice. His little lookout is not as far as you would think it is.
There she is.
Hello. Oh, what's wrong here?
The bridge is broken. Maybe the rock can help.
Maybe they can help. We will certainly look into that. But first, we actually want to go head off over in this direction because this is, I think, where we can find another cursed chest. Something I didn't mention is that you can actually replay cursed chests and their challenges. You won't get anything out of them, but still a nice little tidbit. And I guess I should probably also mention that enemies do not respawn. It makes sense because we're clearing the corruption, but just keep in mind, we are in a bit of trouble if you need to get some of the combat-related trophies and there are no enemies around. So, let's see what we got. Defeat all enemies without getting hit. Alright, halberd and axe wielders. That's not fun. Oof. So they actually give you like no health here. Yeah, nice. Can I get my rot hammer in, please? We're not timed, so that's good. Oh, shoot. Alright, not fair. There we go. Talk about not fair. Okay, I want to try my rot hammer, please. Let me go over here. So if you get out of range too, I should mention the whole area respawns and it's not fun. All right, there you go. Oof, oof. Oh yeah, that's the rot hammer I know and love. Oof, it is real nice. Okay, and we have Robin's Nest. That's lovely. Or Bird's Nest, rather. And I think that is just about everything done over here. So, yeah, not too bad. Whoops, I almost launched myself off the edge. All right, friends. They're so excited.
Hurry! I don't think they can hold it for long.
Yeah, you actually have to wait quite a bit before you don't slide off of it, but that's all we have. Let's go and take a look at whatever this is.
This pack is tiny. It looks like it could have belonged to one of the children.
But with that, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to what remains of Russo's home.
That corruption is powerful. There must be a relic nearby. I need to find another way around.
The forest has become too dangerous, Taro. The village is the safest place for you. If you hurry, you can make it back before sundown. I'll come for you when my work here is done.
Well, that was pretty ominous, especially considering the current state of affairs. Russo's home has been completely overrun by darkness and corruption. And mark my words when I say that I will be the one to cleanse it. Although maybe not at this very moment, simply because I lack the tools necessary for such a massive endeavor. So we're gonna do the next best thing and get eyes on the boss, Mr. Kappa, as he runs away. How dare you, coward, face me. Well, he just leaves us to our own devices here with his cronies. That's lovely. Big fan of that. So these guys are more or less just going to try to swarm you at every opportunity they get, so you really want to be kind of conscientious about moving forward. Jesus. Okay, you guys are like the worst. Okay, so this guy in the blue is actually really nice because when he's destroyed, he will drop a little cloud buddy. That we can use to kill all these guys. Nice. Nice. And when he's done, we can actually use him to close up these little dead zones, so that's nice. But because we also got some courage, we'll do the same thing over here. Cut them off where it hurts, you know, their wallets. Also, I want to be a little careful because everyone likes to get caught on things. Yeah. And let's go and finish these guys. If we get enough courage, we can close this up and everyone will die that's spawned. So we have a bunch of enemies. Don't want to deal with that. So there we have it. Later days, suckers. Yeah, so there is an ability that you can get where you can start around with one rot, and that can be very useful in situations like this. But now that we've cleared this little side yard, if you try to do everything you've been doing up to this point, as you normally do, you'll notice the radiations don't quite reach, because we now have the mechanic of moving these crystals into places where it would make sense to. And they're not usually all that difficult. You'll usually suss out pretty fast when you need to do it, but now that that's done, approach the pedestal, do it again. And the door opens. Very nice. That was a nice little jingle there too. But be prepared, because our showdown against the old Kappa is coming up here, and he is no slouch. He's kind of fun at first until he becomes really annoying, because he is purely a ranged attacker, and that is not fun. So I'll jump over here. Ugh. I don't need no damn handholds. And let's keep on going inside. Oh, it still looks so cool. Oof, as I almost fall in the pit.